I heard Micah Parsons and Dalton Schultz was calling out players in the locker room. Leave your egos at the door. It's about the team. I like it. What's good, people? It's your boy, Mr. Rome, Cowboys fan talk, right back like I never left. What's up with y'all, man? How y'all feeling? Y'all back to normal yet? Y'all ready to stop throwing the team in the trash? See, I aired my grievances after the game. I gave y'all the last little bit of talk about the game yesterday. I'm done. As they would say it, I'm on to Minnesota. It's time to start preparing for a great team in Minnesota. One that 3 or 4 weeks ago, I and other people in the league was calling overrated. But you update your facts as you see different things. I saw Minnesota go to Buffalo, another great team, on the road and show up. So I officially have put Minnesota into a legit category. It is what it is, meaning that if we go handle our business versus Minnesota, everyone that's hating on the Cowboys should, even though they won't, but, should. First things I noticed about this, actually, before I get to that, let's talk about the players calling out the players. See, I wish I knew what was said, and we probably might not never know what was said. Sometimes that stuff leak out later. But hearing the rumblings, as Mike McCarthy would call it, is a lot of red ass pause in the locker room. Basically, a lot of I don't want to call it finger pointing, but people being held accountable. And I like that. Accountability is a big thing with me. I like that Dak Prescott got in CeeDee Lamb and Dalton Schultz's face and told them what's going on. He didn't throw him out under the bus in the interviews, but he was, what is y'all doing? Because, we're a precision timing offense. Dak throws the spots most of the time, not just to a player, and when it's on, it's on. But if you're not where you're supposed to be, interceptions happen. And this is the third time in the last 2-3 weeks that I've seen Dak throw to a spot, CD not be where he's supposed to be. I've seen Dalton Schultz not be where he's supposed to be, and an interception is had. That makes you get gun shy about throwing to certain people. Now, I'm happy that during the game, Dak didn't get gun shy. He still kept going to CD. Now, that might have been out of necessity because ain't nobody else to go to. But it means that he didn't lose confidence in him. And I like that. After 2 interceptions, I watched Dak Prescott show me resolve. He didn't cower. He didn't fold. He didn't go into the tank. Now, at the end of the game, you can have your own arguments. But at one point, we was losing that game. And I watched this swing to where we was up 28-14. That's resilience. Now, we didn't close the deal. And you can have all the gripes you want with that. I'm not happy with that. That's where the new game that's coming up comes into play. You know what I'm saying? But I like that there was people getting called out in the locker room. I like it. I like that Mike is like, man, if you not, I forgot the exact quote, but Mike was basically just saying, people got to stop doing for themselves and do for the team. Personal agendas ain't going to be held here. I feel like Dalton Schultz had the same type of sentiments. I feel like that's overall. It's about the team. We need to stop worrying about sacks and pressures, and I know that's fun and it's eye-popping. We need to stop this run. And as Micah said, if we don't stop it, it's going to keep popping up. I'm happy that the leader of the defense, already the leader of the defense, is saying it out loud. We know what we need to do. Dan Quinn has said, we know what we need to do. Go do it. I want to see some production. Dalvin Cook's a great first test. Let's see. Because Dalvin Cook is like, ooh, I'm about to get my stats right. He thinking he going for 200. So let's see. Because I remember last time I heard that Dalvin Cook was going to destroy us, the last couple times, I saw our defense show up. Lesser defenses last year and the year before that, when Donovan Wilson almost knocked down Cook into next week. So let's just see. Let's just see what's going to happen. You know what I'm saying? I just like that the team is holding each other accountable. Because if you look at Minnesota is dangerous offensively dangerous. Dalvin Cook is no joke. Thielen, the new tight end they just got. from Detroit and Justin Jefferson. And the trigger man is somebody that everybody likes to compare to Dak Prescott. So I guess that this is the who's better than who bowl. Because 100%, if Dak Prescott and the Cowboys lose to Minnesota, I'm going to have to listen to told you Kirk Cousins was better than Dak Prescott for the rest of my life. And I don't want to hear it, but it'll come. But on a more serious note, their offense is legit. And it's a good test for our defense, who's everybody started to just be like, you know what, the defense might just be opportunistic, not as good as we thought. I wonder how the defense is going to respond. Because that got to hurt. To go from elite to they're opportunistic. That's got to hurt. Well, what you going to do? You can't just live off a name. You have to keep producing. This is a what you've done for me lately league. And lately, our defense has been suspect. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if they feel better because they know the offense can score a little bit. I know that we've had some injuries. Secondary is a little bit beaten up. You know, Anthony Brown going out, Kelvin Joseph hopefully getting a full week of practice can do better, not just get thrown out there. Bland has been looking great, and then he has that game where he looks like a rookie. So let's see what Bland can do. You know, Barr's been missing. The linebacker room looked suspect last week, and the crazy thing was Micah Parsons was at linebacker 47 snaps. Maybe that's just not his calling. I don't know. Last week just wasn't it. Everybody got hold that L, even Micah at linebacker. So we need to see, man. I want to see Damone Clark out there. He played like 15, 16 snaps last week. Need to see some more Damone. I wouldn't mind seeing some Jabril Cox. I don't care what we got to do. We need to get this run stopped. So defense. Now, as far as the offense, we got all opportunity in the world. Minnesota's defense ranks horribly. They're like 13th or 14th in points without me looking. They are back half of the league in rush defense. Pass defense, like fourth worst. Their pass defense is as bad as our rush defense. So this should be styles make fights. Their pass defense is terrible. Now you might say that, well, passing ain't our strength. And I don't want Dak going out there throwing 40 times again. I don't. I love Dak. But non-balance is horrible. I saw Aaron Rodgers get in his offensive line, his coach's face, run the ball. Run the ball. I don't understand what the problem is, especially if it's working. We way past trying to get certain stats up. I don't care. That's for me and the fans to talk about. I don't care if we go out there and Dak doesn't throw the ball once and we win. Run the ball. Get this balance going. You know what I'm saying? Malik Davis looked great last week. Tony Pollard looked great as usual. If Zeke's back out there, I'm sure he'll look good. I don't care. And keep Malik Davis on the active roster. I don't want to see him going back there. Keep him on the active roster. Period. Carry 3 running backs. Figure it out. He's worth keeping on the roster. I like what he was doing. But on a serious note, man, we got to come out there balanced. We cannot look at those stats and get happy, pass happy. We can't. You heard Kellen Moore earlier in the season, or that interview that my boy Boss Cowboy, shout out to Boss Cowboy, put out talking about, everything in me wants me to pass. He got to get over that. He just really got to get over that. We should have been able to salt that game on late last week, or this past couple days ago, by just running the ball. And we didn't, because we stupid. But look, not whining about that no more. I'm looking at Minnesota. Like I said, their defense leaves opportunities for this offense, right? And the great offense that they bring into the room allows our defense to regain its confidence. Great running back, good quarterback. I'm not disrespecting Kirk Cousins. Good quarterback. Somebody's putting up these stats with Justin Jefferson. Amazing receiver. Great receiver in Thielen. Great tight end. They come into play. What are we going to do about it? I can't wait. I'm looking forward to this matchup. I'm looking forward to seeing us respond after this loss, because we got to be tight. We got to be tight. But look, man, y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments about the team holding each other accountable. I really like that. Because that's how you grow. Friction ain't always bad. Bump heads, get better. You know what I'm saying? Also, how you feel about Minnesota's defense not being as great? A chance for our offense to get back its rhythm, get our balance back. And how do you feel about our defense versus their offense? Are you afraid? You think it's a wrap? Y'all let me know, man. But it's your boy, Mr. Rome, man. I holla.